Hey y'all, welcome to part 3 of my build series on this Farmertec clone. This is a clone of the Stihl MS200T. I am the Midwest Hack. I'm happy to have you joining me for this video. If you're joining mid-series, make sure to check the description for links to other videos in this series, or I have a playlist put together as well. Here is the crankcase that we're going to be putting together in this video. Let's jump right into it. All right, let's go over the parts that we're going to use for this part of the build. The first part is actually the black wire that I mistakenly installed on my handle before. It would have come in the ignition coil bag. We will also need the ignition coil. And in this case, we only need the wire. Now that actually threads, it comes threaded on really tight, but that actually just threads on to the coil. So we need the plug wire. We're going to need the crankshaft. It comes in its own box. Of course, we'll need the crankcase halves. It comes in a big bag. We'll need the crankcase gasket. It comes in a bag with a couple other gaskets. We got this bag of rubber parts. We need these two little round ones. One's got basically just a vertical slit in it, and the other one has kind of a keyhole shaped cut in it. We also need the bar oil pickup tube. The rest of this we'll set aside for later. We need these two little black plastic pieces, the kind of chain protector, or to protect the case from the saw chain. These came in the parts for the chain brake. There was one that we used when we assembled the chain brake. The other two get used here. Out of the hardware bag, we need these little M4 by 16s. Just leave those in the bag for now. And in the kit of kind of miscellaneous small parts, in this bag with the spark plug is the pickup for the bar oil. I think that covers it for pieces. I think the only tool I'm going to use for this step is the T20 Torx again. I do also have a screwdriver handy in case I need it for poking any of these grommets into place. For materials, I've got some Farmertec. I think I'm going to put that on both case halves to help the gasket out. I've gone back and forth on this. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. I've never had a problem either way. I did get Loctite for the case screws, and I've got some 2-cycle oil to lube the crankshaft when I'm pushing it through the seals. I'm not going to worry too much about lubing the bearings at this point, because I can get in there with a straw. I've got assembly lube that sprays out that I can get in there later and get that, keep from making a mess right now. First thing I'm going to do is install these slides. The coil wire installs through the big end. There's kind of a hollow end. One side's just got a slit. The other side's got a bigger hole. So you feed this in from that bigger hole side, and it'll stick out about an inch. It goes in this case. Next, I'll install this other grommet. the one with a keyhole in it. It goes in this hole here, and the small part of that keyhole needs to point towards this slit in the case for the wire to pass through. If you don't get it in quite the right position, you can kind of work it around just a little bit to get it lined up just how you like it. If you can see that. This wire can be fed through that grommet then. Leave a little bit sticking out there. That's it for that guy. Next, we can assemble the oil pump pickup. It goes in this hole of the case. And that'll just lay down in the case. I'll install just a little slight film of oil on the flywheel end of the crankshaft just to help the seal out. And that should just slip into the bearing with a little bit of wiggling. Cleaned these before, but just wipe off any fingerprints I left on there. I'm going to wait on that case half for just a second. Before I put sealant on this, I'm going to feed the spark plug wire through. It goes through this hole right down here. Just like that. I think at this point I'm going to put a little bit of oil on the other side of this crank to help with the other seal. Just to help guide it in, keep from damaging the seal. Okay, we should be ready now. I Got the spark plug wire pulled through as far as I can. It hits the heat shield. And it gives me enough length to work it into the other case and through that grommet with the coil wire. Now we can slip the cases together. Make sure you don't pinch your oil line, kind of guide that into place as you go. Once the bearing starts to line up, then just wiggle it in place. Watch the seal on this side as this crankshaft goes in. The sharper lip can catch that and turn it inside out, so you might have to pivot it back and forth and kind of wiggle it into place to keep it from getting damaged. I haven't had a problem on a 200, but I've had 660s catch that. And that's unfortunately what happens to me when I use Farmertec. I get it all over the saw case. All right, for the initial assembly, I just put in the 5 kind of central screws. This one up here, here, one here, here, and there. Torque on those is 5.5 Newton meters, which is about 4 foot-pounds. I don't have a torque wrench that goes down quite that low, so I just did it by feel. There are 3 more screws that hold this case together, but I'm going to hold off on those for right now. The last thing we have to do with this crankcase assembly is just trim off the pieces of gasket sticking out. And there we have it.